Hey guys, I just wanted to say thank you for using my creator code whenever you purchase any Sims 4 DLC on the EA app or thesims.com. I receive a 5% commission each time you use my code, which means you're directly supporting me as a creator. I know there are a lot of codes floating around out there, so I am very grateful that you've chosen me to support in this way. Thank you so much. Hey guys, it is MissSimReno. If you are returning to the channel, welcome back. And if you're brand new, I am very excited that you decided to join me here today for another apartment renovation. And we are actually at 18 Culpepper House today. And my intent with the floor plan for this apartment was to actually try and not change the windows. I tried. I think I shifted one of them ever so slightly to the left in the little studio space that I end up creating, but that is about it. I left all of the windows alone because ever since we got the ability to change the windows in City Living and, what's the other pack? Wait a minute, Eco Lifestyle. Both of those apartments, you can change all of the windows. I'd say all, but it's kind of most because some of them in Evergreen Harbor you can't change. Anyway, my intent was to basically not touch the windows because I've been doing that a lot lately with apartment renovations, which allows for so much more flexibility with floor plans. But today I didn't want to do that. I just wanted to stick with what was possible prior to that change. I don't know why. I was just feeling it. And also just know that if you're watching this video, it is pre-recorded because I am officially on maternity leave, which means that yes, I have had my baby and I've decided to take some time away to get to know them a little bit better and adjust to parenthood because this is my first go around. I have no idea what to expect. I'm sure it's going to be a whirlwind. I am very, very excited, nervous, all of the things, but I decided to pre-record a ton of videos for you all to enjoy while I stepped away. So if anything doesn't seem timely, if you feel as though, wow, this new pack or kit or something is missing, that's why, because this is pre-recorded likely weeks and or months in advance. I am not kidding. But we're working on the living room here. Now, I did find a picture on Pinterest, and I'm actually so mad at myself because this is one of the few times as of late that I did not actually save it. What I typically do is I pin it to a board that I have, and when I go ahead and put it in a video to show you all the reference, I download it, of course, because I have to put it on my desktop. I thought I had downloaded it and I hadn't, but it was an apartment renovation that someone had done. I think they had used custom content, but they used this exact layout, which I thought was beautiful. And that's what I decided to replicate. That's pretty much it. It was really just the layout. It wasn't anything really, really detailed. And I don't know why, but when I was decorating this as well, I just really wanted to use the book nook kit again because I really love that couch. And I feel like I haven't used it very often as of late, so I decided to use it here. But I do end up changing the swatch back to the pink swatch with the orange throw blanket. And also, please forgive my voice. Pregnancy has quite literally stolen my voice, and I don't know why. Allegedly, it's due to like hormonal changes and stuff like that. So fun fact, your voice can change. I sound like I've been at like 5 concerts in a row for no reason because I really don't talk that much. But anyway, I do change it back to that swatch because I kind of had the Not So Berry challenge on the brain. At the time of recording this, I am also in the midst of going through and building or renovating apartments for the Not So Berry challenge, which has been super, super fun. But I was thinking of the next gen, which is pink at the time of me recording. That is the next one I have to work on. And I just finished the orange gen. And then I saw that swatch of the couch and I was like, I never would have thought to put orange and pink together. Literally ever. I never ever would have thought to do that in my entire life. So I was trying to tie in like some orange and pink elements as I was working through the rest of this apartment. So I used this tile from Base Game because I would say it's mostly orange. You might be able to argue that it's kind of more of like a burnt red, but I end up getting rid of it on the walls as the backsplash because I really didn't like it. It was really overwhelming. But I do keep it for the floor, and I loved this. This is where it started to come together for me, to be completely honest. I used this chair from Growing Together in 2 different swatches because there's pink and orange, and I was like, this is perfect. Done. Done deal. It's perfect. These colors are exactly what I was looking for, and this is when I just kind of pull back with that. Oh wait, no, I keep the backsplash. I lied. Okay, so I keep the backsplash. I get rid of it on the floor. That was overwhelming to me. I think probably with the pattern of the chairs. And I say pattern of just kind of like the woven texture of these chairs, plus the checkered pattern on the floor was just overwhelming my eyeballs. So I ended up ditching that. But I used this same rug from Laundry Day in the living space, I think the kitchen, and I want to say in the little studio space that I create as well. Oh, and when I keep saying studio space, I should probably mention this is a 1-bedroom, 1-bathroom apartment, but there is a little artist studio. I've been very much enjoying making artist studio spaces lately. I don't know what it is, but essentially I posted a picture of the living room to my members, to my channel members, and I was like, I don't really know the direction of this apartment. Like, what kind of sim lives here type thing. Because I was thinking maybe a sim that was really into books because I was using the Book Nook kit. But I had one of my members actually say like, oh, like an art teacher or something like that. So I thought, you know what? Let's do it. That sounds great. So in the kitchen is when I started to really implement that. And this might sound silly, but here's the thought. So I have the little cotton candy making machine from Businesses and Hobbies. And I was thinking that this sim was an art teacher of like elementary school kids. And I thought that was really sweet. I loved my art teachers pretty much all through grade school, to be completely honest with you. And art was probably one of my favorite classes, even though I'm not that artistic. I kind of suck at most things, but I really enjoyed myself. I like creative spaces like that, I guess I should say. But anyway, so I was thinking that maybe she primarily teaches like grade school kids, and I was thinking more so elementary school, like maybe third and fourth grade or something like that. And every now and then on like special days, she makes candy or like cotton candy and stuff and brings it in for her class, which is also why I put that decorative piece from the Party Essentials kit with like chips and things like that, because I just feel like she goes out of her way. She spends her own money to celebrate these kids in class, and they just absolutely adore her. I know that's realistic because I know our poor teachers do have to take money out of their paychecks to buy things for their class sometimes. Not a huge fan of it, don't like, but thank goodness for teachers like that because they're very, very special people. So yeah, that was my thought. And I do that studio last actually because even though the sim is an art teacher, I feel like they are absolutely very much so an artist themselves. Perhaps they even sell their own work on the side or something. And I don't know if they do both like canvas art and digital art, but I think I add both options in the little studio space. But I also really love this bedroom, by the way. I'm just talking through it. Oh, and this sim has a cat because why not? I thought it would be fun. I was like, what do I put in this corner? And I ended up putting one of these like cat tree, cat bed things because I never use these objects. I really don't. I put like the really small scratching post and then the other essentials for cats, but I never put these bigger pieces. So I was thinking, you know what? This sim is a cozy, kind of bohemian maybe style art teacher. I know I'm going into some stereotypes here, but it just fit the apartment, okay? And they've got a cat, and they just live by themselves in this big, spacious 1-bedroom apartment. And perhaps if they end up finding a romantic partner or if they end up having a child in any capacity, that art studio would probably have to go away because that would have to be the second bedroom. But that's also an opportunity for you all. If you don't want the art studio component, you can go ahead and strip all of that back and just furnish it yourself as a second bedroom if you wanted to. But here is the bathroom and the little utility room where the cat box is, as well as a stacked washer and dryer. We've got a toilet, a sink, a shower tub combo, all of your typical things in a bathroom. I really wanted to use this shelf to kind of make this bathroom a little bit different, but it's so big. So I ended up getting rid of it and just adding one of these floating shelves and putting a couple of decorations up there instead. That shelving unit from Base Game, it's so big and things clip funny. And I feel like no matter how high you put it above the toilet, in theory, your sim would be like whacking their head against it all the time. I know realism to that extent doesn't matter that much in The Sims, but like to me, it just always bothers me. I couldn't handle it. But I also added that new plant from the sleek bathroom kit. Is that what it was? The sleek modern bathroom kit, whatever the heck the bathroom kit was. Beautiful kit, but kind of an odd plant just in how it slots to surfaces and things like that. So I love it though, because I like adding it and making it look like it's hanging over or spilling over whatever surface it's on. And then this is going to be the little art studio where I do have an easel. We have a couple of storage things for like canvases and stuff. We have some completed and incompleted canvases leaning on the wall. And I did add a desk with a little laptop and some sketchbooks and things like that too. Because again, maybe they do some work from home stuff for like their actual teaching job as well, like lesson plans and all that fun stuff. And then they also do have a digital sketch pad that I add to one of the more so I guess we'll call it like a storage surface. There's also a couple of bookcases in here, and I added one of those really beautiful big paintings from Lovestruck, thinking that that was a painting that this sim actually created themselves, which made me really fall in love with the idea of this sim. I don't know what it is. I don't know why this one felt so special. Maybe because they just have such a passion for art and they just love sharing it with younger people, with children. And there's something very, very special about that to me. I don't know. Maybe I'm feeling sentimental because I'm about to be a mom, you know? It could already be starting. I have no idea. But that is pretty much it for this apartment renovation. So I hope you all enjoyed this one. I cannot wait to hear your thoughts, and I will catch you next time I post a video, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.
I should slow down, take it easy. I just keep on staring at my phone. Yeah, my head's spinning, heart's racing, knowing that you could give me a call. I lay awake at night because all I seem to think about is you. Fuck, I don't know what to do. Do I want this too much? I know I have burned you once before.